Hello guys, how's it going? So I thought I would do a brief video that would actually might take, I don't know, 10 minutes or 10 hours. I actually don't know how long it's going to take because it's not scripted, so I'm just going to go with it and talk a little bit about it. So hopefully before you watch this video, you just take a quick look at www.primalserenity.com. Just go to the developer's blog and read what I wrote there about the game, so you have some sort of idea of what's going on. But this video is for our Primal Serenity group team at the start. Now, obviously, I don't need to really say this, but it's eons before pre-alpha. It's not even like it's sort of a working prototype, but it's a little bit more than that. But it's not yet alpha, so it's like right in the limbo. It's in the middle, and everything is work in progress. Nothing's set to stone. The graphic style could change. It could become all realistic, could be all more cartoonish, but right now we're going with some sort of low poly cartoonish feel because I feel like it'd be nice, but anything's possible. So the idea of this game is to take a huge step from the classic RTS game and sort of make it more interesting. So gone are the days where you would just have all these different levels with a really immersive story, hopefully, and then you would finish a level and then done, you go to the next one and then you just continue, and then there was a multiplayer power, you would just do skirmishes and then you'd be done, and then that's it. So we want to make this a sort of ever evolving game where you're always going to keep what you make and it's always going to be there, right? Hence the reason you're going to be colonizing different planets, you're going to explore, and then each planet going to have their own different habitats and all these different challenges and different things you need to overcome, and the whole game revolves around managing your resources and have tactical strategy to overcome your enemies that are trying to attack your base and all that stuff. So it's sort of a game that is inspired from sort of StarCraft RTS stuff plus a RimWorld where there's some sort of other things you see, but it's not like RimWorld because RimWorld is like really in terms of it's just different. Anyway, but like it's like that where planets you select, you go in there and then you do stuff in there, right? So I'm just gonna go and tell you a little bit more about this. So there are two different species that you can choose from: the Homo sapiens or something, that which are the humans who have replaced every organ part of the the organs with synthetic machinery. They're not robots, so now they're basically immortals because they can't die because they're robots, but they used to be humans. So, and then we have this reptile guys that are just like really shamanistic. They really care about the land they live in, and they have different tribes and stuff, and they're sort of trying to protect the land while the humans don't give a rat ass. They already destroyed Earth, and this is like millennia and eons after that. That's why they're like all over the place. Anyway, so the game has two types: the offline play mode and then the multiplayer. Now the multiplayer itself is where sort of the end game is. Like if you want to, you can actually opt in or out of the multiplayer because you need to reach a certain level in order to unlock multiplayer, because the multiplayer, the way that it works is because actually with the game, when you go offline, you're still gonna keep getting resources, a bit less than when you're online. When you're online you get more, but when you're offline there's a potential of other players, real life players, if you opt into the multiplayer, that they can actually attack you and get stuff. Now obviously that's not good, right? But it's part of the gameplay. So if you actually don't want to deal with that, don't want all the cool achievements, don't want all the prestige, then you can just expand your colony inside the just the offline mode, the single player instead of the multiplayer. But the multiplayer is wow, it just opens up to a lot of other things. But yeah, so more on that later. And then don't worry about this one. It's just like a mini game. Anyway, so we're gonna hit play. I already disabled the AI, so it's not gonna be chaotic, and then I'm gonna enable it, and then you can see how it works. So when you hit play, you're gonna have this default planet, Argos or whatever. You see a bunch of stats on it, and then there are different planets and stuff. So the first planet is your main base, and you're never gonna lose it. But the other planets, you will lose it in multiplayer, which makes it really fun. But in single player, you're not gonna lose it really, or maybe you would. You have to, talk about that a little further. Anyway, so we'll choose this first one. It's gonna be the main planet where actually the tutorial is gonna take place as well. That teaches player how to play. Now, tutorial isn't implemented yet, so chill. So we're gonna play here. Yeah, a bunch of units here. Not a single unit you see here is finalized. It does not matter how they look. It doesn't matter that they don't fit the environment. They just place where the computer does not give a rat ass on how they look. So chill. Now this, just in case though, I'll let you know, this primitive robot is completely purely set to be for testing and stuff. And now they have a little bit of voice here. Hopefully you can pick
What is it?
so
Yes.
so you basically have different units. You can move and go around. At this moment, you can actually change. I will move the camera with the keyboard, but it's gonna change. So when I move the mouse, it actually moves. Just like any other top-down view game, but at the moment just with the keyboard. So there's gonna be specific buildings, and then each building is gonna have prereqs. Hey, if you want to create a certain things, it needs this, and then if you want to upgrade, you need X amount of this resource and all that sort of stuff. And then you need to basically evolve and say get your command center for the humans, the reptile guys or direct. They're gonna have their own stuff. And then you can build this, and then this one gonna give you a specific resource. There's gonna be a universal currency which you can get later on. For now we'll just call it Atom, which can be spent across all your planets, but then there are local currencies that are only viable inside that local planet. More on all of that later, because the game really revolves around resource management, so we're gonna make it interesting as well. And then there's this thing, you can't build it if it's red, and then you can build it here, so it just gives you more resources. And just move this down a guy, so you can just create more. And then if I can't make any more, it just can. And then if you go to console, it says, hey, insufficient funds, cost blah. So this later on going to pop here, and it's going to be audio like insufficient funds. And if you're on the reptile guys, the direct guys are going to say something else like, yo, we need more resources, So just let the imagination go wild, because we need to record all that and work more on it. Work more on it, yeah. And there are no these are just basically the the icons, thumbnails, and all that sort of stuff, which we don't have at the moment. So need the artists to take care of all of these and make the game more meaningful, obviously, because right now it just sucks to just click on this and don't know what you're gonna get. It's like a box of chocolate. So we click here, and obviously before I even click, there needs to be sort of a text popping up, actually say, hey, how much this thing gonna cost. If you don't have it, it's gonna give you the error. So this thing will give us Atom really slowly, and it's quite expensive. Actually I can make it, and then I can't. So it costs actually 400 to create, so I don't have 400 anymore unless I wait and all that stuff. So at the moment there's only these units, but each one of them they got potential to build other stuff. And then these basically these two types of resources, so isotope and then atom. And then you can upgrade them. They would then cost different things, and then you can click here and upgrade them. You reach a certain level, you won't be able to upgrade them anymore unless you upgrade the command base and stuff. And then a base could potentially create different things. For some reason the hitbox is a little bit annoying, so I actually can't select them. I need to fix that, so don't worry about that. And all that stuff. And so once you just keep creating your base and stuff, and then all of a sudden some neutral monsters could attack, or the main enemy of that planet. So each planet gonna have its own main opponent that then you need to defeat in order to conquer the whole planet. So it could be another human alliance is somewhere there that's like, yo, this planet is ours, what are you doing here? It could just be another direct reptile guys be like, no, I'm gonna protect the thing. So yeah, now I'm gonna actually now pause this for a second, quickly go to our planet, and then enable our AI. So there are 10,000 different types of scripts that I wrote, and a lot of work. So I'm not gonna go through any of this at the moment. Just gonna show you things. Now the AI is a little bit stupid. I'm trying to make it all balance everything out and stuff. And for some odd reason, I do not have the time and patience to actually go and fix some of this stuff, because I set it because it does attack you, and I set it to have a specific unit, which is a drone that actually can create all this to attack. So while it's moving towards us, it keeps creating buildings. So that's sort of an easy fix, but it's a little bit more complicated than that to actually implement. So so here it says that the attacking, you can actually see what the UI is doing. So they're attacking, so we just have to wait. But in the meantime, I'm gonna just create some bunch of stuff for, okay, cost 400. Gee. So this robot guy gonna protect us. I'm just gonna wait here until they come. So there's a proximity. I can't see them here unless they actually get closer. So later on, gonna be this really interesting fog of war where it's like a mist, so you can't see unless you get closer. So you know, it introduces a sense of adventure and mystery. So you can actually see the whole thing. Oh, gee, they're coming. Let's kill them. So see, their health reaches 0. And then they die, and they just start creating shit. So I'm gonna destroy these things and then get some cool effects and stuff. So they attack, the monsters attack. You have to protect your base while you're online. If you're offline, the AI will not attack you. But if you're opting into the multiplayer, obviously the other players can attack you. Now how they would attack you is something that we could discuss. It could be an actual real-time war where you actually hit attack, and then the offline player turns into AI, so they protect with their defenses, turrets and towers and the units that they have. The specific units that are actually live and, like, you know, chilling, because there could be 10,000 units you could create inside, but they're not going to come and attack. So all the ones that you've actually trained and are outside, they'll be able to then protect. So it's all going to get saved. And then you can just come and destroy stuff. We're going to introduce a system that balances it out, so when they attack, they don't actually take everything, but they do take some stuff, you know, like your loot. Maybe your units could die in that attack, but then once you come online, the units are still there. They don't get destroyed, but you do lose some of your resources and stuff. And then maybe you put some sort of shield that you know, the other player can actually attack, or you can be attacked for, like, you know, a few hours or something. Anyway, so there's this proximity that I was talking. So you can actually see what's here. Maybe this chest could actually be invisible too, because the sense of adventure is really important in this game. And each map could represent one planet, or it could just different, like you could have 5 maps that could add up into one planet. But I don't think that that's something that I want to do, but we can discuss that. So like, I'm thinking one map, one scene could represent one planet. So they're gonna be actually really huge, so it could actually take you a few days in real life to conquer the whole planet. So there's gonna be a lot of things actually going on for it to, I don't know what the heck just happened here. On-site represent the variables destroy, no health has not been assigned. So you know, there's all these bugs that comes and goes that I have to fix. But let's go back real quick. That's actually interesting. I did not know that could happen. Whoa, what on earth? So each time it becomes so yeah, the AI is messing up a little bit, which we need to fix. Okay, weird stuff. Okay, I have to troubleshoot that later. So yeah, so like, you know, you come in here and explore stuff, and then you all of a sudden see this guy. Holy hell, what's going on? So it's just a neutral monster for now. So you see owner is neutral, he is player 1. So I come here and kill the guy, and then I'll go and grab the loot. So these are just like, you know, those side stuff. Hey, if you want specific things, go and do that. Now aside from this, we're gonna have this account level and stuff. So when you do specific things, you're gonna get yourself achievements and stuff. I haven't introduced that one yet. So then we'll introduce stuff, and you know, don't worry that this place looks ugly and stuff, because I didn't put a lot of details here. I'm just gonna come here. Anyway, so stuff happens and things, and then you level up and stuff, and we've introduced something called your universal ultimate command station, which is gonna be shared sort of across. Oh my god, it's a mayhem here. Yeah. Oh my, this guy not gonna die. Oh no, it is. But I don't think I put it on destroy. It's gonna be cool. Oh yeah. Okay, that's why. Yeah, I need to fix that. It's actually my dino problems. Anyway, let's just quickly go back and show you this command station here. Oh, there's this thing. So yeah, there's gonna be all this narration stuff and to teach you how things are going. I'm gonna update that. So yeah, press C to open up your command menu. So we'll press this and then it pops. So what's here, you're gonna actually have a specific hero or even yourself as a commander. That depends, like, you know, in Red Alert and stuff, there were those hero units where they were like, you know, your main thing. But here in this game, you actually get to keep them and then get to upgrade them, and like, you know, if you go and find like some sort of chest that drops this awesome rare item, like say Big Daddy helmet, you can and then equip that for your hero. So this guy is this guy perhaps, or something, you know. And so then you can add it to your inventory. So this is my inventory. I just add all this stuff, you know. I go and grab something and just add them all here. So then I'll have it, right? And then if I want to, I need to actually not get this guy killed because it's gonna crash. So then I get to, you know, equip that. So obviously I can't equip it within my legs or a stone and stuff, so these things not gonna work. But the helm will obviously won't work here, but if I put it on head, oh, it's gonna stick. So you know, you have all that sort of stuff. I was actually got this done today, but it's sort of cool, and you can put it back here. So that's interesting. So you can do that. You can upgrade your thing, and then it's gonna update its stats and all that stuff, and then you can do all this awesome other things. So that's it pretty much. Hopefully it was useful and you got some ideas. We can discuss this further. Then I can tell you all the other features that are going to be added later on. Let me know the stuff that you think would be awesome to add and all that sort of stuff. So the game basically has all this sort of different gameplays, you know. So once you're inside a planet, it's this 3D world, and then once you're inside your planet selection, well, it's not a different game, but you know, you have all these menus and stuff, which is gonna be cool. So yes, welcome to Primal Serenity, and I think I'm gonna end the video now. Cheers.